Champions, welcome. The squares have aligned and bingo is nigh. It's time for the Elden Squares Golden Order. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, a team of dynamic Germans looking to conquer the bingo world. They are led by serious challenges. As the name would imply, he's one of the most accomplished challenge runners and randomizer racers in the world. A former Golden Order player in Elden Squares Season 2, none other than Serious Challenges. And his teammate, a man who might have just finished his rookie event, but he has more Elden Ring knowledge than anyone I know. The king of looting and pickups, a menace in the bingo streets, none other than the Crab. And their opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, we have someone who is known as the bingo hater for a reason. But he has been shown the light in the gospel by the veil break format and has come out of his bingo shell to terrorize the 2v2 world. None other than Wonder the Bingo Hater and his teammate, one of the Rookie of the Year in Elden Squares Season 1, the champion of the DLC Bingo Omen Veil event, a man who needs no introduction other than Stromp. Now let's get ready to run that board and square off. Assuming that Sirius is your stream dead? We good, buddy? Serious, where are you? I don't want to start the board while your screen is black. Refs, can we check in on
Black
Serious?
screen.
Yeah, there's nothing on his gameplay. I don't want to start the game yet.
It's a new form of challenge run. He's gonna do the whole game without being able to see it.
Yeah. Yo, one of the refs could someone go check on him. I don't want to start yet, obviously.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I could outdo your intro there.
There's a herd of you in the refs call. Someone please go. Actually, Side, you just want to do it? Side, just go.
Right.
Oh, Jay got it. All right.
Oh man, Jay beat me to it.
Jay beat. I don't want to start the game with a black screen.
Yeah, no, this can't work.
Yeah.
Already sabotaging us. Just the idea of you not.
His actual stream is up, by the way. Just the crop. His gameplay's down.
Yeah. He doesn't have like the Elden Ring game capture on his OBS.
All right.
He just got the overlay. Maybe that's all you need.
Well, he had it for a second and then it went down, and I was like, wait, what? Sorry for the technical difficulties. We'll be back in one moment after these brief messages. We're proud to announce that Elden Squares Season 3 is sponsored by Ignite. You can join the Ignite Discord community in order to get the best experience in competitive Elden Ring. Whether you want to learn randomizer racing, bingo, boss rushing, night rain, it is the place to be for competitive Elden Ring. Thank you so much to our sponsor that pays me absolutely nothing, but does help me run the league in Ignite.
We love Ignite.
We
By
are
the way,
back
dude,
from the brief messages.
I see you don't have an Ingite command.
Yeah, I know. I used to spell it wrong with Ingite.
I need to put that in my chat because I always like typing so fast. I always mess it up. We need both. We need to cover our bases.
All right. Okay. He's in.
Yeah, so on the player cameras, I can see right now, everybody is all smiles right now, looking like they're all ready to get into this game.
Okay, he is in. We will go ahead and start the match. And here we go. Sci-fi center square.
Center square will be Metter. Mother
I'm
of Fingers. gonna
say I'll go Bale. I'll mix it up. We'll say Bale. And the center square is bosses with night in the name, so definitely a square that you need to work in. I'm gonna go through here and lead you through some of the big fun kills because that's what I'm the expert of, and then I'll hand it off to Sai to talk more about the actual strategy of the game. But we have Moog, Lord of Blood, and Mesmer the Impaler in that top row. Two very fun bosses. We saw Moog, Lord of Blood done, Moog, Lord of Blood done very early yesterday by Dino. It's a great way to just get absolutely juiced to start off your character. Also, that Mesmer the Impaler, fun fight in the DLC. We could potentially see Remembrance Colossal early if there is a good Colossal. In that row row 2, we have both Malekith and Bale the Dread. Two big, fun, exciting bosses. This is a Remembrance heavy format, and my God, there are a lot of them on the board. We have Lynch Dragon, Fortisax, and Gaius in row number 4. It's Gaius's pants instead of Gaius because pants. Then in that bottom row, in that next row, this is where we have more quest related stuff. Just be careful because you can accidentally lock yourself out of Latenna if you go for that full Haligtree medallion first. And then we have some more Hinterland synergy with the Falling Star Beast and Royal Knight Loretta. But I will hand it over to Sci-Fi here to let us know what you think of the board strategy wise.
Yeah, so one of the things that I look for immediately is how many DLC squares are there? And just by count, there's about 7. That's 4 bosses with Wolfline Hippo, Gaius's Pants, Moonrathil, which, by the way, those are all in column 1. So if the base game player can swing Leonine and 4 bosses in snowfields / mountaintops, that could be very difficult to deal with for whichever team is on the other end of that column line. You have Beloved Stardust and Hinterland's Falling Star Beast together, so those you may go to Gaius, also Gaius' Pants. So like in the DLC, like back section's pretty good because you have Beloved Stardust, Mesmer, Hinterland's Falling Star Beast, and Commander Gaius' Pants. I wouldn't be surprised if whoever gets into the DLC kind of prioritizes going to back section. So this is a very base game heavy board though, so we might even just see delayed DLC entrances from both teams. When you have like a very heavy base game board and you have squares like an Estelle boss, Lich Dragon, Fortisax, Malekith, Moog, Lord of Blood, it's very tempting to get one of your remembrances from one of those squares as a DLC player because just as a reminder to anybody who's watching, in order to get into the DLC, you have to kill 2 remembrance bosses. That is not Great Rune bosses, that is Remembrance bosses. And so early on when we were developing this format, we were trying to avoid the scenario where the DLC player would just every time rush Godric and Renala. We wanted some more variety in the games. And so we've put together this, with the mod design, you can have multiple Remembrance bosses that you can get into, but we also tailored kind of the square set towards that. And this board is perfect for seeing something other than Godric Renala rush. So I'm hoping to see that from at least one of the teams today.
Yeah, and it's looking
other
like
than that, like some good rush, like a good rush square is Grail without % base damage. If there's a bleed weapon, I expect somebody to go do that immediately.
Well, we
That
have
would
Wander
probably be
here.
one of the first squares.
So we have some different starting classes here. Both Sirius and Strump are starting with the Mesmer Soldier Axe. Meanwhile, Vikrash is starting with Health and Steeple, while Wander is starting with the Bloodhound's Fang.
All right. Well, then my guess is Wander's probably rushing Grail without % damage.
And here we go. Match is officially underway. Oh, well, you know, for some reason, there's a little bit of stream delay for Wander and Vikrash comparatively. So that is why they're slightly behind.
Wander's definitely opening the game with this play, going Grail. What he's going to do is he's going to go into Fort Feroth. He's going to obviously get 1/2 of the Dectus Medallion, but then he's going to go pick up the Sword Seal, which will allow him to wield Bloodhound's Fang. And then he's going to just go right into killing the dragons, I think. That's my guess.
He can actually wield it off rip. He might just go straight forward.
I see, yeah. It was the two-handing bonus. You can't two-hand in Round Table. So I actually thought he needed to wield it. He might just go right for it.
Yeah, and this is great. Like, you know, in base game bingo, obviously this was strong rush square, but it was like a get a +4 somber weapon and then go rush this square, right? The fact that the Veil Break format has been pushed so much that we're potentially going to see this rush +0 is just insane.
Yeah. I know, I always viewed that square as like, this is actually a rush square. Like, just go upgrade. As soon as you get your weapon upgraded, you go for it, right? But now it's +0. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah, that's completely nutty.
That's one thing about this format is there's not very many like free like beginning rush squares. There's no like cracked pots, like consumables only, kill a boss on torrent, tree sentinel +0. None of these like squares are there. So if you're gonna go for a rush square, the challenge level is just gonna be way higher because it's gonna be stuff like Grail without % base damage. You might do like Old Lord's Talisman, which is a little bit risky because that's probably the freest like rush square. Old Lord's Talisman, you can run into Farum Azula just getting the Grace by Fire Giant and then do 2 bird skip.
Yep, and Wander is going straight for this. We'll go full screen with Wander here. And just to be very clear on what we mean by % base damage, obviously you are allowed to use % base damage on the baby dragons. You just can't like bleed Grail or use Black Flame or anything like that.
Right. Yeah, the square has been contentious in past seasons. I'm glad that when we were getting this in this season, like the square selection and everything has been pretty chill comparatively.
But yeah, this is a very tough fight. Like, you have to do this hitless, and he'll have to kill 5 baby dragons, and then you just smack Mama Grail one time.
Right. This, as a rush square early on, is best if you have a weapon that you can just like stagger loop these baby dragons. There's some weapons that you can like charge attack the wing, charge attack the head, charge attack the wing, and they just go down. Like, we do see that with this right now, but if you can get him actually in the loop, like, it goes by so fast. And this is just a very strong opening play anyways, because it's half of Dectus, right? So you're getting progression into Altus, and you're gonna get like 70k. So you're gonna, like, if you get 70k at the beginning of the game, like, you're pretty much ready for like most squares at that point.
Yeah, you get a lot of juice. Obviously, Wander gets 2 baby dragons down.
Setup.
And just to be very clear, this is not, he has to do all 5 without, if he kills 4 and dies, back to 0. Right? You cannot make a mistake. He has to kill 5 of these guys in a row hitless.
The other thing too is like, this arena is not like
it's barely even an arena.
The elevation can get you killed. Right? I've had it happen to me a bunch of times. It's so freaking annoying.
Yeah,
we are looking for those staggers though. That's really the way you're going to get through this, even with the bleeds. Meanwhile, Vakrash picking up Somber 4. He did the EG leg of south right of the Liurnia route. Looks like he got the Int tier and a Somber 4 to pick up to get Help and Steeple ready. I think he's going to be coming here to try to contest this square right now, but because Wander rushed this with a wieldable weapon, barring any incidents, there's no way that Vakrash will be able to catch him in time.
Yeah, because that was I think Wander was making a lot of decisions with potentially like remaking his character. You are allowed to remake your character during the prep time. I think he was debating between the 2 weapons. The advantage that Bloodhound's Fang has over Steeple in this case is the fact that he can wield it off rip, right? Sirius is also fighting Red Wolf right now, but we're going to say with Wander. If you went Steeple, you could not just do this. Vakrash had to go get Int tier. And Wander's in a lot of trouble here because he's managed to piss off 3 of them. Yeah,
this is very bad. Another thing I'm noticing about this, like, I mean, it probably took Wander, like, I don't know, 2 minutes to get here, maybe 2.5 at the worst. This fight is longer than 3 minutes. Like, Vakrash is dependent on the physic for his intelligence requirement, so I don't even know if he would make it through the fight.
I think you will, as long as you do it fast. He had I think Thomas actually said in the chat, and he's correct. You can buy throwing daggers from Bernie, and I think if you have a throwing dagger, that makes you're not going to run into the issues that Wander had. because Wander, you know, he had to line him up so he could knock him down, and it lost a lot of time because he ran at them and aggroed them all at once. He has 4 down. He just needs to kill 1 more here.
He still has 2 dragons on him right now.
He managed to piss off 3 at the same time.
Yeah, that's where the throwing daggers is gonna come in clutch. Dude, I don't know what it is, but dismounting off of a torrent to dodge attacks is just so scary to me.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. Well, I think after
you need to run, Wander. Run.
Oh my God. Well, especially after what we saw happen to Nessanetta in Bingo Brawlers yesterday, the day before, right? The Radon dismount, right? And she got caught. Dude, this is hell for Wander. This is so bad.
Oh no. Like, I do not trust this dragon up there. He's going to do that tail swipe or whatever. Okay, well, it looks like the other dragon decided to go off into Narnia, so this should be recoverable. But that was looking insanely dangerous for a moment there. There we go, get a huge stagger here. Couple R1s. And the riposte, this should do it right here.
Yeah, that should do it. Wander should be able to claim the square. Woo! That was scary, but he did get it done. And very nicely done by Wander there. He will mark the square the second he gets the runes, and there we go. 1-0 to Wamp Wamp. God, that's gotta feel good. I can see Wander on his stream just taking a deep breath. You know, especially like that is a play that the players have prepped for, but to have to do that like very first play of the season is scary.
Right.
But to get it done right. Especially because
like, we're in this format, and like as like Wander's like really knows, like the early game is so important, and making mistakes in the early game is just like devastating.
Yeah.
Like just as an example, like for the DLC players, like most of the like top Golden Order players will get into the DLC 14 and a half, 15 minutes, if, you know, like regularly. If you make one mistake, you die to Red Wolf, you die to Renala, Margit, whatever, you get hit by the ballistas in Stormveil, like there's so many different things that could go wrong. You miss the academy skip, like any small mistake, you can end up being 2 minutes late and lose like 3 DLC squares as a result.
Yeah. And the other thing too is like we're really late into week 1 at this point. There's only 1 game left in week 1 after this, the game after this, and like, you know, we've seen some players have the yips a little bit, like that the week 1 nerves, right? So I can imagine if I was playing in this game, I'd be thinking like, you know what, let's just be able to settle into the game a little bit, you know, and then instead it's like, nope, Wander, go kill Grail immediately. No, settle in, go now. Yeah.
Just do it. You've trained for this moment. Now you must live up to your training. It is no longer a test. And that's kind of why I opened like my game with something comfortable. Like I just go for Radon first.
Sirius is upgraded to +9. Now he's going directly to Volcano Manor. I would imagine this is Virgins, right?
I'm not sure if he's doing this for Virgins or if he's going for Rykard potentially as his DLC entrance, because we do have kill Tanith's Crucible Knight on the board.
Oh,
so
yes.
That does give him a reason to kill Rykard. Also, 5 unique seals is on the board. If you kill Godskin Noble, then that gives you access to the Volcano Manor seal. You just pull from Noble's Grace. You just go. You pull the lever that gives you the most important cutscene in the game, which is the bridge rising out of the magma cutscene. Thank you, FromSoft, for giving us that artwork.
It is a beautiful cutscene.
And get the seal.
Yeah, let's see where Sirius is going.
Super focused on what Sirius was doing in the early game, but I see he has Wild Strikes and Cold Attunement, which means he's definitely killed Red Wolf.
Yeah, he killed Red Wolf and upgraded to +9.
Okay, and he did he go all the way to the Castle Ward Tunnel, Grace, or did he just kill the Wild Strike Scarab? And
I don't know. You're asking too many questions.
Sorry.
You're good.
I tend to do that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
Strump is just running Dactus here. He did. Thank you, Arkham Knight.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about this. Like, so I don't know the exact, like, I think Strump is the DLC player. Wander is the base game player, if I remember correctly. I imagine Sirius is the DLC player for Vikrash and Sirius's team. And neither, like I said, when we were looking at the board early, neither of them are going to just do Godric Renala rush into the DLC. And we're seeing Strump doing Altis first, and Sirius doing the same thing, but he's going through Virgins instead of doing Dectus.
Well, let's go full screen with Sirius here for this Abductor Virgins fight. Obviously, Strump will end up beating him to Altis regardless, but Sirius has the advantage of the Cold Wet Blade in having Red Wolf dead already.
Yeah, and he has access to 2 Remembrances and a seal in Volcano. Well, he's not going to get the Grace in Volcano, so I guess that doesn't apply. But he has at least has the Castle Ward Tunnel Grace, so he can get one of the seals in Stormveil.
This is a very tricky fight.
Honestly, Wild Strikes.
Oh,
If you can find the
he
window
goes
to
down.
use it, it melts them.
He goes
That
down there.
spinning sickle attack or whatever is like the most annoying thing of this
Yeah,
fight, I
that
think.
sucks. That was some tough RNG there for Sirius. Dude, Vikrash is just inside of EG's club. I was like, what? Why is his character invisible?
I've never seen somebody do this.
Yeah,
Why?
he's just inside of the club.
Vikrash is just always inventing new stuff for Elden Ring. I don't know. It's new looting tech. He just routes the fastest way to do checks for items in Rando. That's got to be it.
All right,
So
Sirius
Strump's
is
going
back
for
in.
Radon, by the way, for his going to be one of his remembrance bosses on his DLC entrance path.
Yeah. Good roll. But he can't take advantage of the open belly. Obviously, they take way more damage when the belly's open. He has them in the hallway, which can be a blessing and a curse. It depends on how nice they want to be.
If the sickle one is just kind of like walking back and forth and just milling about, then it's ideal. Like you really, for this fight, you want the sickle one to be inactive, like in the background doing nothing.
Yeah, especially if you're doing this hallway tech because you have
blade at
nowhere
you,
to
then you
run.
get worried. Oh no.
Okay, he does manage to just run out. He only has 1 heal left, probably gonna end up burning it. No, yep, does burn it.
That's right. That's probably for the best. Once he gets this wheel one
Okay,
down,
he goes Wild Strikes, wheel one goes down, but he gets hit, so he has to kill the second one from full hitless.
I bet he doesn't do Wild Strikes again. Yeah, getting out of the tunnel. In that tunnel, that little spin attack is a death trap. Ooh, that was... most people will like strafe that sick.
All right, nicely done, nicely done. Gave me a little heart attack, but very nicely done by Sirius there.
Yeah. You could see the sigh of relief on his face, dude. That was so close. Yeah, like as commentators, I don't want anybody to like struggle during their game. I want everyone to just like the way I think like the best bingo games are when people have ideas and they're able to execute on them, right?
Agreed.
So I'm always just rooting for players to succeed.
Also, I want to let you guys know I am going to try to work on getting player cams up on the screen for next week. It's not possible this week, but improvements will be made. Broadcast will be even better next week.
Yeah, you were really sick, right?
I was bedridden from Tuesday to Friday for 4 straight days. I still feel like shit.
Right before the season starts. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sirius and Strump have the same idea. They're both going to go kill Star Scourge or Dawn. I'm looking at the board now. I think they're eyeballing acquire 7 larval tiers. That's potentially a reason for taking this path.
And Radon's Great Rune.
And Radon's Great Rune.
Yeah, row 2, column 2.
I think obviously Strump is gonna beat Sirius to this. He's way ahead. Sirius hasn't even made it into Radahn's castle yet. And for Strump, getting Radahn's Great Rune is a huge play because it builds that top left to bottom right diagonal and puts a bingo line threat onto the other team.
We'll go full screen with Strump here for the Radahn. It's clocked.
The smush attack.
Smushed. Should I have said smushed instead of clocked?
Yeah, that was smushed. That wasn't clocked, dude. We need you to get up on your terminology, all right? And being sick is no excuse.
All right, I'll try to lock in here a little bit more. It's hard to keep up with these young Zoomers.
One thing I will say is like, Sirius has Wild Strikes, which is just way better than Hoarfrost Stomp. Like Wild Strikes is one of the most broken Ashes of War in the game.
Meanwhile, Wander is just going to get his Somber 5 and continue upgrading his Bloodhound's Fang.
Meanwhile, the Crash heading to what I believe is the Bloodhound Knight's Cave in Liurnia, where you get the Latena Spirit Ash after acquiring one half of the Haligtree Medallion that you get from Albus in Liurnia. This is also a night boss.
And really, really, really nicely done there by Strump. Really nicely done there by Strump. Sick job. Sick fight. Yeah, and actually it has a lot of synergy with the collect, because you need to collect one half of the Haligtree Medallion. So the Return Lieutenant to the Apostate Derelict has synergy. Is it Derelict or Dialect? Derelict, right? Has synergy with the full Haligtree Medallion.
Speaking of night bosses, we may see a Lickitung. That could potentially be done in the DLC.
He's talking about Garu. He's talking about Garu. He's talking about Garu, by the way.
Yeah, I'm talking about Garu. Sorry, Black Knight, Garu.
No, you're good. It was a good joke. I just wanted to specify. I'm sure a lot of people are like, who the hell is Lickitung? Isn't that a Pokemon?
Yeah. Like, what were they thinking when they're like, you know what this Black Knight needs? He needs a tongue attack. Like, what the fuck? Like, who made that?
Fun fact: when this format was in the development stage, there was a meme square that was "Get Licked by Garu."
Oh, don't remind me, dude. I blocked that out of my memory.
All right, Vikrash gets the Bloodhound Knight down. Let's go with Sirius to see his Radahn. Now, Strump is just going straight for the restore. So Sirius will not get the restore, but there's still reason to kill. Still good reason to kill Radahn on this board.
Let's see if Strump survives this skip. Yeah, he does get up the tree branch.
I hate that skip.
So do I, dude. I always fail it, and it's just like the most massive waste of time, dude.
Sirius and the boys are absolutely going to town. And I believe Wander's going to have all the way up to a Somber 9 Bloodhound's Fang, so he's going to be ready to go. Like, he got that early Grail kill, then gets up to a Somber 9 weapon, and now is just ready to kill.
Yeah, that's like one of your stronger opening plays as a base game player. Give me a kill square that gives me a bunch of money, and then I'm going to go upgrade my weapon and be ready just for anything. And
very nicely done there by Sirius,
though. After you get that big kill and you upgrade to +9 or +21 smithing, depending on which weapon you have, everything else just goes into Vig after that.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is also good for Wander to go over here and get the Ordina Grace, because it gets him closer to Loretta, Knight of the Haligtree. If he goes next to that square and is able to pull that kill off, the diagonal threat will be insane. Especially because this Grace also gives him access to the Deathrite Bird. I don't know if he'll choose that as a Snowfield Mountaintops boss, but this bingo line is coming in.
What line?
top left to bottom right, you have Restore Radon's Great Rune, Grail without percent base damage. Those are both about to be on the same line. Wander gets the Ordina Grace. After getting his Somber 9, he can go right back. He's going right back. He's going to go to Loretta, Knight of the Haligtree right now.
Yeah. This is a very aggressive opening play by Wamp. Very aggressive opening play. This Wamp team has looked, obviously it's only 20 minutes into the game, but they've looked really impressive so far.
Yeah, Wander is just like, Wander is insane at base game. Like, dude, this format is perfect for him because he loves doing boss kills. I think one of his complaints about Bingo, because he is the Bingo hater, we should remember that. He doesn't like running around doing collection squares.
Yeah.
He likes killing stuff. That's why he likes Rando.
And meanwhile, Crash likes Rando because he likes running around collecting stuff.
Yeah, wait. They're two sides of the same coin. Yeah. How does that work?
But yeah, this is a really aggressive opening play by them.
Yeah, I could potentially see a counter here.
And just as a reminder, bingo lines do not win. They are +2 points, and the first team to 13 points wins. So you're not about to see there's not about to be a 30-minute match or whatever if they do bingo.
Right.
Yeah.
So like on this line, Crash does have an edge on the center square because he's already killed a night boss, but Wander is about to tie that up with Loretta, Knight of the Haligtree. This line even has synergy together. Like this.
Yeah, this line is very strong. I mean, this is one of the reasons why, like, if anyone's curious, like, yo, bingo lines winning is super dope. Like, it's called bingo. Like, what the fuck? I understand that, right? The reason why it's just 2 bonus points is because in singles, it's much harder to like prep a line and do it. I think particularly in this format, if we were to allow bingo lines to win, what would happen is you would see players mark nothing and then just try to like do 80% of squares and then pop the squares and pop the entire line as fast as possible to just win. It would just turn into we both shadow prep as much as possible and then try to get a sneak bingo, which is obviously not healthy for the game.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's actually very it's viable to hold squares and prep them, because say you're doing some squares as an opening play that require like some time, like if it's like 6 night bosses or whatever, or even Radon's Great Rune, like if your opponent marks a faster square, you know they have no progress on your line, so it makes it a lot easier to actually hold squares.
Wander does go ahead and set up the I guess the grace or the shortcut to get back to Loretta. And Vikrash here is about to return Latenna to the apostate. Return Latenna to her prostate. And then as Sirius gets parried by Moongrum, Strump is in on Red Wolf here. Wait, Sirius, what's going on there, buddy?
Sirius, why are we NPC fighting?
All right, there we go.
Moongrum onto the elevator. Okay, so Vikrash puts the first red square on the board. First square for their team of the season. Return Latenna to Apostate Derelict. Not a prostate.
A prostate.
And he gets a Somber 10 stone for this,
and
by
Sirius
the way.
is in on Sirius is in on Renala at the same time that Strump is in on Loretta here. We'll go to the dual screen.
You mean Wander? Wander's fighting Loretta.
Look, it's game 3. All right. All right. This is why I bring in fresh co-commentators, okay?
True. I'm here to fill in the blanks. All right, let's see if Sirius gets like a good Renala here. Oh, that's actually horrendous.
And Wander's in trouble here. He's actually out of heals already. Gonna have to do that. He probably take one more hit. One more.
Yeah, this is like, as you know, who's like, this is a boss that is very important. But who's he spent hours like going over this fight with me. Like, it's very possible to hitless this boss.
Yeah.
You kind of have to stick to like the shield side.
And I need to give credit to
Getting her in this
Gino.
corner. I've had some success trapping her in the corner before.
Credit to Gino Machinima. I watched his nightmare run. It was like a crazy hitless run. And I saw how he fought Loretta, and that's how I learned it.
That was a huge bleed.
Yeah, a massive bleed. Dude,
and
he's really clutched up here.
Insanely well done by Wander there.
Yeah, Sirius is first into the DLC as he does get Renala down. We'll go full screen with Strump here. Really, man. Dude, when these players are when everyone's playing well, this format is so fast, dude. Like it is, yeah.
Yeah, Strump here in phase 1, beating up children. And it looks like Sirius is getting, I don't know if he's just prepping, he's getting Skidoo. He's going to the Rao base Skidoo.
I think
is there anything in this direction? He's probably using the forge to upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, honestly, because he went to Radon, he picked up the smithing 4s on the way to Radon. The number one argument for going to the forge is that you can get your 4s here, I think. And I think I would have preferred to see going into Reprimand, getting your 5s, 6s, and 8s, upgrading to plus 18, and then going to kill Black Knight Guru. You need to kill 6 bosses with Knight in the name, and you can pick up the smithing 7s behind him.
I guess the other thing that I'd look at too is I think back section is decent on this board, right? With Gaius's pants.
Yeah.
And because you have the beloved Stardust first. Because my concern is that while Sirius goes and upgrades his weapon, Strump just goes straight for beloved Stardust. You don't have to kill anything. You just have to talk to Ymir, right? Snipes that square. Yeah. And then just a little bit of trouble, right? Just added pressure, right? 4-1.
Yeah, another thing to consider here is if you're gonna sack the bingo line, which maybe it looks like Vakrash is the one that's emphasizing the bingo line, and Wander is going Alabaster Lords instead. So like this might be good for Sirius and Vakrash to be able to get that block. But if you're gonna sack that bingo line, you're gonna have 2 extra points on you. And as the DLC player, your job is to get all of the squares in the DLC before the other player does to nullify that bingo advantage that they get. So going back section would just also be a very good choice here, as you were saying, because it gives you advantage on most of the DLC squares.
And Wander is just dude, he's so stacked already and just continuing to cook. He's going for the Estelle in the Consecrated Snowfields. It is higher scaled, but he has a +9 weapon, and it not only is the Estelle boss, but also a Consecrated Snowfield boss. And he can kill the two unique
Onyx Lords.
2 Onyx Lords in the tunnel. Dude, Wander's playing super well. When did this guy?
Yeah,
this guy hates bingo. He's fucking
insane,
going
dude.
crazy.
I play against him as a base game player, and he's cooked me, dude.
Dude, Wander's playing out of his mind right now.
We got the Sword of Milos. That's a great sword check.
Is that a 100% drop or a chance drop?
Thing, I think it's a guaranteed drop. I could be wrong. But you know, another thing about the weapon selection between like Wander and Vakrash is Vakrash opted for the Frost weapon, whereas Wander opted for the Bleed weapon, and Bleed is just better for Estelle and Onyx Lords. Onyx Lords don't Frost, neither does Estelle, but they all bleed.
They do all bleed. Yeah, because Vakrash is just going and working on night bosses. Yeah, dude, this is kind of an unfortunate position for Vakrash because Vakrash is just getting forced. And the other thing, man, I really wish Sirius went ahead and just went for Beloved Stardust. Also, just I have to talk about this really quickly. We love Bingo Brawlers. Bingo Brawlers is fantastic. We wish them the best. We have been planning our own league for a very long time. This league was planned well before we knew about Bingo Brawlers. So yeah, we've been doing this. League has existed for a year and a half at this point. So yeah, we're just doing our own thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love Bingo Brawlers, right? It just so happens that they happen to be scheduled at the same time, right? So absolutely no disrespect to Bingo Brawlers. We love them. We're huge fans. Nessa Netta is a really good friend of mine. And we fucking cheer for them all the time. I felt like I had to address that. We love Bingo Brawlers though. They're great.
Yeah, it's a fair question, honestly.
Yeah, they're great. We're doing our own thing, and being honest, we're a very small community. Like this is some of the biggest. This is actually like one of the biggest broadcasts we've ever had. But yeah, we're yeah. Anyways, Wander is working on the Estelle here.
Is from what I understand, this Estelle has like some more moves that the Lake of Rot, like the underground one, doesn't have. Because it's slightly more.
As far as I know, it's just a grab. It has it's the multi grab, right?
Well, there's that, and I think there's also some like swipe attacks and like a different like nebula type attack. I believe Ellie and Shura were discussing that.
I don't notice a difference in rando, but that also might just be a rando thing.
Right. Well, I think in randos, I've been fighting Estelle and been like caught off guard by attacks randomly, and I'm just now realizing like maybe it's because I was fighting the consecrated one. Because he doesn't always do the grab attack.
Yeah, so actually,
Crusher
going
stagger.
for other Loretta. Dude, Wander's playing out of his fucking mind today, dude.
Yeah.
What possessed him, man?
Looking scary.
Like, he's always, like, don't get me wrong, Wander's always been an amazing rando player and stuff, but like this, he's dominant right now. In a game with some of the most ridiculous players in the world, like, he's dominating at the current moment. Right? Like, fucking crazy.
Yeah. And if you look at the, like, there's two things that are happening. Like, obviously it's a great execution, but also square selection, and like the squares that he's chosen, like, or their team has chosen, like Grail, Knight of Loretta, Radon's Great Rune Estelle, those are all creating lines. Like there's and in column 2 he has progress towards a third square in that line. Like the square selection is crazy.
Yep. Also, while we just have, I know we probably have some new people. I saw a bunch of people trickle in. We got some questions. So this is Elden Squares Bingo. This is a format that we've been working on for a year at this time. It is 2v2 base plus DLC. Actually, you mentioned Ratty. Ratty does co-commentary with me a lot. But it's totally different if you're used to Bingo Brawlers. It is both players have access to both. It is a progression-based format. Progression to the DLC. You need to kill any 2 remembrance bosses in base game to get to the DLC. Also, Altus unlocks a further stage of progression. And most importantly, this is a completely grassroots community. You can do !Ignite to join. Anyone can, as long as you can physically play the game and you have to be on PC, you can join the Bingo League. We have 60 plus players in the league across 3 different divisions. We have a great coaching staff. We'd love to get new people into the bingo, but yeah, this is just, it's grassroots, community bingo stuff. You don't have to be a streamer or anything. Obviously Sirius is a big streamer, but it's for everybody. And yeah, Sirius here working on Moongrum, so we'll go ahead and go full screen with him.
I'm hoping we don't see a Wild Strikes attempt here because Moongrum's poise is insane.
And he goes down immediately. I caster curse the hell out of him.
Shot, dude.
Dude, I put him at full screen. I look down to change music and I look back up and he got wrecked. The crash.
It's
the crash going into Loretta.
Vakrash is working on night bosses right now. He's trying to block that diagonal line and also build a column 3 threat.
Also, it is so funny to see Wander's game so far. Grail, Elder Dragon Grail +0, then Loretta, then Loretta Knight of the Halig Tree, then Consecrated Estelle, then Leonine Misbegotten.
Yeah, you might be a little overpowered for this boss, but
little strong.
yeah.
I think we could throw him the nightmare seed, Leonine here.
Oh,
He goes for the skip though and misses it.
dude, I died to this skip recently in a game, skipping every grace, and I was like, you know what? I'm not getting that square. I'm not going back. Left all my money there too. Yeah, so
yeah, I think for Crash's game. Crash is going to be able to recover once he gets night bosses here, but his game has gotten just completely thrown in the blender due to the bingo pressure.
Yeah, and Strump has been quiet on the board since Radahn's Great Rune, but he is prepping basically all of the DLC squares up to this point, except for Bale. He's going to get Beloved Stardust, Commander Gaius' Pants, kill the Hinterlands Falling Star Beast. That's 3 squares in this direction where he exclusively has priority on. Meanwhile, Moonrathil you can always just go to. And in terms of the 4 bosses with Lion, Wolf, Lion, Hippo, or Bear in the name, you can run backwards from back section and go to the Hippo without ever going front side either way. So you have access to all of these bosses.
I think we're seeing a little bit of a knowledge gap here for Sirius. Wild Strikes is really good on NPCs, not Moonrathil. You cannot Wild Strikes him. He will kill you.
Yeah.
He has too much poise in hyper armor. And there goes Leonine.
Yeah, I would like we know that Strump is gonna get Beloved Stardust, but I would have liked to see the column 3 in response to the diagonal threat.
Dude, this is if Strump and Wander keep going at this pace, this is such a fucking statement game. Like entirely, like I'm happy I don't look. You could keep quiet, but watching this, I'm happy I don't have to. This is
yeah. You think this is bad? It is. But I'm also gonna have to play Lemon and Cronus next week, and they're just the same, man. They're insane.
Yeah.
Cronus in base game, like, remember the Veilbreak weekends we had, and he played a game with Ellie where he was just doing 5 squares at the same time. Like, he's the base game player. How am I supposed to compete against that?
Just
I don't know.
What's the standard Souls advice? Get good, simply don't get hit.
Get good, yeah.
Simply win.
Nah, but I mean, realistically speaking, like part of the reason why Wander is able to get all of these squares that he has is because of the insane bingo pressure that they had. And that's like really like the freedom of like bingo threats are obviously really good. Like if you get the bingo, you get 2 extra points, but mainly influencing the plays that your opponent team is going to make is the like massive benefit of having a bingo threat.
Dude, the Crash has to play Ring Around the Rosie now with Moonrathil because he's pissed off. I had to do this in a DLC bingo game. It was hell.
So the tech here, and I mean, part of this is just an element of randomness. You can't control every factor, but you run up to Moonrathil, you quit out. You sneak behind Moonrathil, you backstab. You go into the courtyard, and you have an honest fight with Moonrathil in the courtyard.
He needs to pivot all. There actually is some tech to this square. It's just a little knowledge gap because I think that's one of the, if there's going to be a weakness for Sirius is challenge runner wise the most accomplished player in this league, but I also think he's probably done some of the least amount of bingo specific prep. So it's little shit like this that's going to catch him out.
Yeah. And you know, like if I'm looking at this, like if I'm foregoing the back section play, and I'm doing bears, hippos. I'm going to golden hippo. I'm getting that 200,000 runes so I can get my health bar up. I can get more skidoo. Like Moonrathil is honestly sometimes the last square in the game. Moonrathil, like, sure, it's like proximally close, but it sucks to fight it. You only do it if it's like positionally relevant.
Yeah, and also, I mean, look, like they're both like Vikrash has gotten sent to Narnia on night bosses because of bingo pressure, right? And Sirius is gotten stuck on Moonrathil because of just little not knowings, like. But they're getting womboed by the fact that Wander and Strump are playing the best game I've ever seen from a team in this format. Like they are playing that well right now.
Yeah, no, they really are. They're doing this ideally. Wander even now at this point stealing Haligtree Medallion from Vikrash while Vikrash is on this journey to kill the 6 night bosses.
Yeah.
So this is like when you have a high square pace, when you have bingo threat, you have multiple bingo threats on the board. They have 3 right now. You can afford to take like risky plays, right? So like basically, like Wander taking this square is basically just kind of like cementing the game.
All right. Well, Vikrash is out of night boss hell, right? So he can go do. He can go. Like he just was a non-player in the game. Like, he just wasn't making an impact because he had to go claim that center square. And Sirius does get Moonrathil down. All we had to do, it was on me. It was on me. All I had to do was not put him on the big screen, dude. It's my fault. I'm sorry, Sirius. I have powers.
Yeah, it's snowballing. Also, it's a little bit of not paying attention to what your opponent's marking on the board. Wander has just been crushing squares while you've been working on this.
Oh, but he goes down. That's actually like the first mistake of the game from Team Wander and Strump. As Wander he didn't heal, kind of gritted the heel, and went down there.
He got a little too close to
and I will say a credit.
Wow. Strump just jumped over that thing. That's crazy.
Something to the point of Team Asteroid Destroyers, Vikrash and Sirius, right? Sirius does have a fully upgraded weapon. Strump still has to go do his upgrade route. The thing is, I think he's going for Gaius's pants. But
that would make sense.
He would need.
if he can catch up in back section while Strump didn't go all the way back section. He went. Did he? Am I wrong?
Dude, he did, yeah.
Yeah, he did. I was he
has the grace before Gaius. Like I think if Strump doesn't die, right, to Gaius, Sirius just doesn't have time but Strump will get his weapon upgraded beforehand, and there's a chance. So players do have to upgrade their weapons in this format. In Reprimand, you can get your smithing 5s, 6s, and 8s. You can then go to Fog Rift Fort to get your 7s, but there's a chance that Strump just forgoes the 7s and goes Gaius plus 18.
Yeah, Gaius is very doable.
Oh, but wait, did he grab? He could have grabbed the 7s in Loft. He might have grabbed the 7s in Loft.
Oh, that's also a very good shout here.
And I would imagine he
I
did
forget
because
about those. Jay showed us that in Veilbreak, and this is that's the perfect scenario for the 7s. Is this board?
Yeah, because Strump is a DLC bingo champion, right? He won a league literally yesterday.
Strump did get those 7s. So
So we're gonna have double commanders on the board here.
Oh,
well, it's the first
for Falling Star Beast first.
Oh, Falling Star Beast. Never mind, no double commanders.
Well, honestly, I like that more. Commander Gaius's pants is positionally irrelevant, whereas Hinterland's Falling Star Beast is you're forcing your opponent into 7 larval tiers at that point.
Yeah.
Because you get 8 from Hinterland's Falling Star Beast, 9 from the larval tiers, plus 2 puts you at 11. Like, they have to deal with that threat.
And Vikrash is going for Moog, which I think he has to.
Right. See, this type of thing, like going for Moog or going for Estelle, would have been better for Vikrash to do, but he was kind of forced into doing the bingo line blocks, right? So I think so. Because I still don't have a full handle on it yet, but when you're behind and your opponent is getting a bingo threat on you, you have to interweave getting squares into doing the block at the same time.
Yeah, that diagonal that they put on was just nasty, right? And it was immediate pressure too. Like, I almost wonder if it would have been better to just ignore the line for a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
like, to be fair to
Because also just to be clear for anyone who is new here, bingo lines do not win. They are 2 bonus points. They do not win. So you can afford to ignore it and just try to play a square game, right? You know, either you hope they don't finish it or you just play without the bonus points.
Yeah, and I think to be fair though, Strump was quiet on the board for a very long time. He could have been doing night bosses. And Wander did an Estelle boss and Onyx Lord, so he clearly has at least one Snowfield boss. He did Loretta, so he has the Ordina Grace. Like, I do understand like Vikrash just rushing the block because you don't know if Strump is going to get the center square and Wander's going to finish with the top left corner square, right?
Yep.
It's very hard in this format if your opponent isn't marking squares, because how do you track them? There's 2 players.
And Vikrash is going into Moglord of Blood here, so we're going to switch up the screen. Yeah, this is a gotta have it fight for Vikrash right now. Like, this format we have seen, like we saw literally yesterday, Sai. This format can lead to a lot of this format is very comebackable, right? But you get in these situations 100%. Where it's like have to have it. Chase, first to 13 points wins. Every bingo square is worth 1 point, and then a line is 2 bonus points. And a tie is just it's not mathematically possible with there being 2 bonus points. There will always be an odd number of points, even if you were to run it into perpetuity with bingo lines. All right, let's go full screen with the crash here. Really good phase 1 into phase 2. This Health and Steeple is doing work. Actually, the exact same weapon that Dino used on Moglord of Blood yesterday.
Right. Yeah, you can actually get a bingo and still lose the game.
Oh!
Right.
Oh my God, he just got destroyed, dude. He got double hit by the slash, and then the tick damage from the fire killed him. That's brutal. He got, I don't even know how that attack double hit.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen that.
Thank you, Miyazaki.
Like, there's certain things in this game that you'll, like, when they're looking back, they'll watch back and see, like, what could I have done differently? That's one of those things, like, you can't control that.
Yeah,
dude.
you just
what the
got,
hell even is that shit?
Dude, our great Lord and Savior Bernie Bingo just said, not today. Right? And Strump is going larval tiers, dude. With this row 5 bingo, if they bingo on row 5, that'll be 1 for the square, so 9, and then 11 with the bonus points, dude.
And Wander's about to take full Haligtree Medallion right now.
Yeah.
And there are too many squares remaining on the board for Vikrash and Sirius to be able to account for all of them. They'll have to snipe every single square.
I mean,
so this comeback is looking out of reach. I literally feel bad because it's like, it's one of these things where you could say, like, obviously there were some mistakes or whatever, but it wasn't like Vikrash and Sirius just completely shit the bed or anything. Like, they played well. They literally have just run into a bowling ball that is Strump and Wander, and like, we know these are 2 supremely talented players, but I haven't seen them play together a ton. Like, I didn't know that. This is a statement. It's a complete statement. Oh yeah,
game.
no, I knew. I've played them. Me and Shura have played them, and they're insane. They're in my opinion, they're one of the favorites here. I think Wamp. I don't remember Ellie and Helios's team name, but they're one of the favorites for me. I think Dino and Deutz by the end of the season will end up being one of the favorites. I think once they play a little bit more, they're just gonna be there, right? It's not gonna take.
Yeah, I mean, every team in this league is so good, right? Like every team in this league is so damn good. I mean, it's just week 1, right? I think every single team still can win this league, right? But it's just a major early season statement by Wamp Wamp.
This just might be a case of like, well, they took all my squares, so I'm gonna kill Moog because I like killing Moog.
Yeah, and there's Moog. I mean, yeah, there's Moog. Very nicely done by the Crash there, dude. I mean, two really good. I don't care. I'm not counting that first death. He got completely scammed.
Yeah. Bro knows the fight. He literally got scammed in a way I've never seen before. In this game, there's always something, dude. Like, you think you've seen it all, and there's always just some shit that happens.
Wander here is fighting. Well, never mind. He's not fighting. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Jump's doing he's splitting larval tiers between base game and DLC. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like this seven larval tier squares in theory because it could be done by either player. I've done it in base game and I've done it in DLC. It sucks to do in one or the other. It's literally best if you can do it in either, or if you get like the mimic tier 4 and then just pick up 3 in DLC. That's the best way to do it. It feels like.
By the way, I want to take a brief break from the action to say happy birthday to Jam. Jam is the pit bull named Princess in Ignite. She she's just a wonderful person, and she organizes community movie nights and stuff. It's on Tuesday. I saw the answer. I was like, oh, it's your birthday. All right, I guess never mind. No happy birthday. Forget it. All right.
It's fine. On Tuesday.
And now I look even dumber.
Tomorrow.
Wait, what? Why didn't you say this? Happy birthday.
Why don't you know this about me? I thought you were my friend.
Hey, what's my birthday, Sai?
Yesterday.
All right, there you go.
Isn't it in May?
Yeah.
It's May 30th.
Yeah, you know that because it's Night Rain release day. It was my birthday.
No, it's because I'm a good friend. Wait, I actually knew it. What the fuck? That's crazy.
I'm genuinely impressed. Dude, I'm so bad with birthdays.
No,
all right, there goes the bingo line for Womp Womp, though. Strump finishes the final larval tiers, man.
Yeah, incredible game from them. Like,
and third boss in Snowfields. But seriously, though, we love Jam. Also, we love Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi is not only a great co-commentator and everything, but he made the mod that makes this all possible. Literally, he is the engine that makes Ignite run. That him and Shura and Harv and all of our mod team, but especially Sci, man, he does so much amazing work for us, and none of this would be possible without him. So, thank you, Sci. All right, well, let's go check in with Strump here. Strump is going to go for Gaius's. Well, it's a race between the teammates. Can Strump get Gaius's pants before Wander can kill literally any other boss in Mountaintops?
Right. He's on his way to Borealis, too, by the way. I love racing my teammates in the final square.
It's peak.
I hate losing to Shura, even though he's my teammate.
Also, make sure to stick around after this one, chat. We have one more game after this today. It is Team Iron and Typin, 2 top 30 speedrunners and DRL Deathless Randomizer League monsters up against Ellie and Helios. Ellie, a randomizer racing champion, and Helios, the single most experienced bingo player in the world in terms of number of games played. We cannot wait for that matchup. I'll be joined by Sai once again for that right after this.
And I do want to say though, back in December we were first envisioning base plus DLC, and we were working from the old mod, which was like a derivative of Nordgaren's season 2 mod from Bingo Brawlers.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically learned C# from kind of tinkering with that. And then around January, I was just thinking like, we have all these different formats. I want to make a mod that like combines them all, just like one application, right? And so I kind of started playing around with the idea and like rewriting stuff from scratch. When Rambler said he wanted to do Shadow Bingo, which is our DLC bingo format with randomized weapons, randomized armor sets, different shot mechanics and stuff. That's what really kicked this all off, honestly, because it gave me like a direction to go with the mod. And so the very first thing that I made was the Shadow Bingo portion of it. The base game came next, and then finally it led up to base plus DLC. So, but this mod that we're using, it wasn't just a me thing. It was a community effort. It started with me, Rambler, Helios, Ellie, working on the Shadow Bingo side of things, and then it just like over the course of almost a year now, it's evolved into this like multi-format mod. So it's not just a me thing. It's an entire Ignite thing, and that's why I put the acknowledgements into the application.
All right, let me just put into English what he just said for anyone who doesn't, I obviously our more experienced community members know exactly what you meant, but the guy learned how to code in C# to make a brand new Elden Ring bingo mod from scratch that includes base game DLC and base game plus DLC with weapon rando all in one mod. He's cracked.
That's how we do things here, man.
For the love of the game, we did not pay him other than thank you.
Dude, this is my payment. What are you talking about, dude? Like,
see, look at this guy.
We're a community. We're 1,400 strong now, and
Strump loses the race for the final square as he dies to the Albinoric with the pants, and Wander goes ahead and gets the bingo. An absolutely dominant statement here today.
The real boss isn't Gaius. The real boss is the Albinoric archer, by the way.
Yeah, a dominant statement, dude.
Wander. This game was an insane this game was an insane showcase from Team Wamp. Like they have just displayed to the world that they're one of the most competitive teams in this league.
Yes.
There's no secrets anymore. They can't hide anymore.
Yeah, I want to give credit to Vikrash and Sirius. I think that they did some crazy stuff. They played really, really well. But they played well. Like literally just some minor mistakes and ran into a team that played the best game I've ever seen of this format. Like I don't think there was anything they could have done. Like they just ran into a bowling ball. Like I don't know how else to say it. Let's go ahead and bring the players in though for the post-match interview here. Welcome in, gentlemen. Welcome in. GG's.
GG's.
Close one. We'll talk with the winners here. Team Wanderer and Stromp Womp. I mean, that's the best game I've ever seen any team play of this format. Like Vikrash and Sirius played well. Like a few minor mistakes, but like overall they played well. But you guys were just a freight train today. Like a completely dominant statement game in week 1. You guys, how are you guys feeling right now?
Thank you, man. We're feeling pretty good after that. We made a couple of calls on this board that we were really happy with. Particularly as I was getting done with Loretta, Strump called out Alabaster Lords, Estelle, and Snowfield bosses as a synergy, and that went really hard. So we're feeling good. I don't know about you, Strump.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you pretty much said exactly what I'm thinking. I felt like we played well. We played how we wanted to. Didn't make any major mistakes, and yeah, I think it worked well.
I think just completely dominant like statement game from you guys. Vikrash like you played really well, dude. Like he just got sent to Narnia because he had to do the night bosses for the block, right? Like you kind of have to, right? And then you guys just there was no let up. Like I said, there was no mistakes from you guys, like no let up. You just completely kept putting the pressure on and dominating. You know, I mean, Sirius didn't know the Moonwithel tech exactly, but like, you know, in past games that would not have cost you, but my God, like I'm just so impressed with you guys. And I do want to say for Crash and Sirius, I think you guys look good. I really do. It's just
I need to learn some more about what squares you can do early. Like thinking about doing falling stubbies kind of early in the DLC, I never would have thought that. And that is kind of a smart play, like setting that up, going for that stuff.
Yeah, it's just
It's
all
kind of
the
synergy in my head.
yeah, they're like just all the DLC squares are pretty much backsected. So yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
back section is very strong on this board, and you can get Beloved Stardust and progress towards Gaius's Pants, the Hinterland's Falling Star Beast without needing to upgrade. So it's just like it's one of the compelling like opening DLC plays.
I was done with like I had a really fast Radan. I thought I was like ahead on that, like for sure. And then you just marked the great one where I was not even close to the tower. I was like, okay, bro, whatever. What am I supposed to do?
Right.
Yeah. He
Like,
just
I melted Radan. Like he was not standing.
he hard rushed it because he didn't kill Red Wolf and get Wild Strikes beforehand. He just went straight for Dectus. He went Dectus straight into Radon first fight.
Yeah, even that, like I thought my virgins were pretty fast. Like I died once and then I had like a clean fight afterwards, and I thought I would have been like at least the same speed as the Dectus, but I guess I'm just wrong.
What time did he end all this? Like roughly?
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, it's I think it's just probably timings are a little like Dectus is a lot. Virgins is still the fastest way, but Dectus is a lot closer to Virgins with this format because of the unlock races, right?
Oh, you were not in the academy at all, right? At that point, like when you went for Radan, you didn't go in the academy at all, right?
No, I didn't go academy before. No, but after I went academy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Another thing,
the smithing route that makes Dectus on par with Virgins.
Also, though, when you're going
your
for
smithing ones on your way to Fort Height, and then 2s and 3s, getting the.
Yeah. Also, when you go deck this with Feroth, you get like a closer grace to the tower as well.
Oh,
so,
true.
Yeah,
it makes a little difference.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I really do think, you know, some minor stuff that like we've seen from every team. Like it's week one, right? Like there's always a little things to improve that we've seen from every team. It just Wander and Strump were a machine. Like I don't know how else to say it.
Did you guys die once?
Wander died. Wander died one time to Nile.
Oh, and one
He
time,
died a
don't
couple
forget
times.
Splitting Avatar. Don't forget Splitting Avatar.
Yeah, he died a couple times, but it was late into the game, not like during any of like the initial rush phase.
So during the time where we just needed to hope for a snipe, and since we didn't get any,
yeah,
was
exactly.
not important at all. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of just. That was also the other. Like it was just a. They read you like a Harry Potter book.
Very nice said, yep.
It's my. I said that. What?
It's your line, dude. Yeah.
It's my line.
Yeah, I need to rewatch this game and learn some stuff, I guess, because this was steamroll. I read you like a Harry Potter book.
I think, like in this format, like when you get like a heavy bingo threat on you in the beginning, if you're gonna spend all your time going for the block, you need to make a bingo line out of that block. So like column 3 would have been like a good response to the diagonal, right? Like if you go in, get Beloved Stardust and then Larval Tears, while Vakrash is doing Latenna and 6 bosses, you can counter bingo them, or at least send them on a journey into doing like 5 seals or something instead, right? So it's just like a matter of like calling the bluff in a sense, right?
Yeah. Now afterwards, of course, I see that I should have immediately when I reached into the DLC, I should have immediately went for the Stardust. Like that should have been my first play too.
Yeah.
And then the Lava Tears, of course, but
Because the problem is you have this bingo line, you're spending your time blocking it, and then like he just pivots to like the synergy, right? Like Snowfield bosses, Onyx Lords, Estelle boss, like Howig Tree, like that's 4 squares that he's able to do because he's like he's not influenced into any particular play, right? That's basically it. Like it's still really hard to like come back from that early bingo threat, but it's just like a kind of a delicate balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if I go after night bosses, I immediately sent Nile. That could have been the idea, but I just thought you would go for Moog instead and not Nile, so I misread that.
I mean, the thing is, though, I can't blame. Like, I can't fault you for Crash, right? Like, I think I would have gone from. I think most people would have gone for Moog. I think you.
Yeah.
Like in that spot,
yeah.
right? Like if I'm in your shoes, like I go for Moog. I can't fault you. Like it was also, you know, that line was nasty, right? Like they played perfectly, like really early, right? And it put a lot of pressure on you guys. You know, it didn't give you time to settle. They just never gave you time to settle into the game, really.
Hey, what the heck was up with those Grail dragons, by the way? Why they just would not leave me alone? I had 3 of them on me at one point. That was so dumb.
You should buy the throwing daggers from Bernie.
Yeah. We talked about that
for sure.
immediately afterwards. We were like, why didn't we buy throwing? And Strump was like, well, you know you can buy throwing daggers. And I was like, oh yeah, whoops.
What weapons do you guys play?
Mesmer Soldier and BHF.
Okay, makes sense.
Makes sense. I went
also play
for.
Mesmers.
Oh yeah, nice.
I think I went for the wrong weapon for this game, but maybe
You go Steeple?
not. Like I
Did
played
you go
Dolphin
Steeple
Thread.
or? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you went.
I thought about if I want to rush Grail, like I'm not the best in BFH I could play it. So I thought, what if I just go Claws of Night instead? But that also might have been too slow. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hard to say. Claws are
Yeah.
pretty
So
good on
stupid.
those drakes.
Claws are insane,
Claws are trash.
But
dude.
yeah,
Claws at night.
BHF was just like, I mean, I could get it online. I mean, I've wanted Steeple really badly. It hurt my soul not to pick Steeple, but it just wasn't the play for this board.
Yeah. I saw you wander. You
Yeah.
were like, you kept quitting out and being like, am I going to change classes? Am I going to change classes?
Yeah, I quit out like 3 different times at the beginning.
Yeah, but no, your play was really good. Like you got online so fast, and I was just lagging behind. That's also why I went for Moog. I was hoping to snipe you and then be online with the money. But yeah, it was just too late because Loretta, like Rail into Loretta, was such a potent threat.
Yeah.
Into
Yeah,
Estelle.
well, and
He was
Into Estelle,
we
yeah.
were
he was powered up, man.
Yeah.
we were worried about getting to Altus late because of the amount of stuff that needed Altus access. But at the end of the day, just being able to use Grail money to go to Loretta was too tempting.
Yeah. That's a good plan. I didn't see that.
Yeah. Well,
Very well done.
GG's, boys. One hell of a game. We're going to take a short break here on commentary, and then we will be back for the next game. Team, but it's French. Bajar, but I need to ask them exactly how to pronounce it because I'm way too American. FR, Iron and Typin up against Tank and Top, Ellie and Helios. That one will be right after this, and I'll be joined by Sci-Fi. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching as well. Thank you guys so much for watching and being a part of the broadcast. Like I said, we'll be taking a short break, and then we will be right back.
Well.